Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Man of Steel, issue number 4 of 5. Okay, fine, I'm staying. We get to find out what that thing was that came in out of nowhere. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to say I'm very happy that it is what it was. I'm very happy by that because that means that some people will be safe. So, what happened to John? What happened to Lois? They're safe. Good. That's all I care about. That's all I care about. In the meantime, this Rogal Zarg dude, whoa! So he just houses these two, and he's smart. He's smart, which I figured he would have to be. Green Lantern shows up. Genius! Because, of course, the Guardians of the Universe already had some dealings with him. So Hal Jordan showing up is perfect. He says at one point, I'm going to have to report this to the Guardians of the Universe. They're going to be very interested in this. Like, he used the word cleanse. You're talking about genocide. This is a genocidal maniac. He's trying to destroy all Kryptonians. And this is like a holy war purpose for him. Yes, Space Cop. Of course he's going to figure all that stuff out. I love this. I love this. This comic book just picked up in a major way. I'm putting this on par with the first issue. So, listen, by the very end of this is going to be a bit of a spoiler, but by the end of this, Superman goes back to Kandor. Excuse me, goes back to the Fortress of Solitude. He's trying to contact his family and see, what's up. Rogal Zar is there. He's got some kind of cloaking device, all right, like Predator-style cloaking device. And he's talking to Supes. Supes, mind you, it's not just that Supes can't see him. He can't see him on any range, spectrum, whatever. X-ray vision, none of that stuff doesn't work. He doesn't hear him. We learned before that he's got super smell. Not a lot of people use that. Very few fans, I think, actually know that. But all of his senses are enhanced. He couldn't smell him. There was no way to know he was there. He just kind of appears there. And he starts talking to him. And they're having a conversation. I'm like, Supes, you're not asking the right questions, man. You got to start asking some questions. Why are you doing this? That's kind of a basic one right there. But he doesn't. He lets the other guy lead the conversation. So Rogal eventually says, do you have any children? Did you procreate with these soft earthlings? You had to have known that was coming, dude. Don't sit here and tell me like, oh, well. So instead, Supes just gets mad. And here's what he does. He goes solar flare. Dude, I had just come back from the Middle East when the rebirth thing was starting. You know what I'm saying? So I did miss several of the original, rebirth issues of Action Comics and Superman. It's spurious trying to find all those. So at one point, I don't know if he actually used the solar flare during that point or not. But what I do know is that the New 52 Superman could use the solar flare. In fact, he overused that. You know what I'm saying? Well, now that ever since the Mr. Mixia Spitlick thing, he is permanently bonded with that New 52 Superman. And he hasn't been acting like him, which is perfect. Instead, he's just got that extra power boost that version of Superman had. That version of Superman is stronger than the regular rebirth version of Superman. So that was cool. That was cool. And now he actually used the solar flare. That's sick. That's sick. So at point blank range, close enough where Rogal was about to, whack him with his space axe, whatever the heck that thing is, that pole gizarm. So going solar flare, that was literally like point blank right there. So he destroyed the Fortress of Solitude, whatever was left of it, he destroyed everything. Wow. That's about as freaky as it gets, dude. A lot of cool things besides that happening here. A lot of story progression, possibly even some character progression. This is a really good issue. There's a lot in here, a whole lot to jam in. And Brian Michael Bendis, man, one of the things that he also did was he seems to have, this is going to be a crazy concept for DC, especially the Superman comic books, is that he humanized Metropolis. Things get destroyed. People get hurt. I didn't necessarily see anybody died. Not that I wanted to, but it kind of would have been something else to see somebody die and actually see some consequences for the actions of heroes fighting in populated regions, whether it's by their own design or not. Rogal did this perfectly. Besides the fact that Superman kind of channels his inner Batman, I know there's some people who aren't going to like that. You know what I'm saying? But Superman and Batman are really best friends for a reason. They both look up to each other. They both recognize what the other has that they don't, and they try to emulate those things as best as they can. So I like that he actually said, I'm trying to, you know, channel my inner Batman, you know, and do a little bit of detective work. I'm trying to figure out what his power source is and all this, and what his motive is and all that. So that was cool. But we also got to see that Metropolis itself actually got wrecked. You got to see massive amount of wreckage, debris, people hurt, you know what I'm saying? EMTs showing up, people saying, thank you, Superman, and other people saying, why are you thanking him? What are you thanking him for? All of it, really good. Really good. That's one of the things that I was hoping that Bendis would be able to bring to the Superman titles, is a sense of humanity instead of just, here's this invincible guy. No, here's this city that is anything but invincible. It's tough, but it's not invincible. And people are going to get hurt. Places are going to be destroyed. I actually want to see that destruction because I want it to be more human. And I'm really glad that that's happening here. So yeah, Bendis, in my opinion, is doing a fantastic job. That's really it. I'm going to check out the comic book. Make sure you check out who you've seen him before. So it's a guy. Who the person is who showed up and seems to have taken away Clark's family to protect them. It's pretty cool. I'm glad that this happened. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.